Skin clear, still look young, Andy Miller knockers, money in my pocket. Don't call me a money pocket, engine get to rocket. It sound like a thunder rocket, yeah. I still love my baby even when it's toxic. Crazy like she Britney, but no, she don't shade the knock it. Russell Wilson way I get low and stay in the pocket. I get paid and do my dance like a touchdown. I can't do no time, don't leave that gun around. In my teens, we were acting up and running around. Now we're grown, still get to it if it's necessary. On the ground from January to January. Never met nobody who retired when they were young. So I guess I gotta get it to the cemetery. Getting paid just for rapping is fun. I lit up around a month in every February. Told them side, no electric. It's getting hectic. 777. 777. Yeah. Told them slide, no electric. Yeah. It's getting hectic. 777. Yeah. 777. Couple of money in my head just to say they did it. Can't lie, I'm so paranoid and the windows tinted. I own everything around me, you can say it's rented. Not talking phone numbers when I'm talking 7 digits. Earn it by the day, every second minute. Used to pay me none, look, now they pay attention. Everybody say they drip, but I banded it. See them copy all the looks, but I stay switching. Pick up the loot, then hit the bank. Can't never change, still wrote the chain. Captain say the pay, this ain't the day. They made me wait, I'm breaking chains. Yeah. Call me feeling bubbly out the rose. Took a minute, but I got it out the slow way. Friends turn to foes, haters tell them go away. Rappers making shiggy dance like a soul train. Told them slide, no electric. It's getting hectic. 777. 777. Yeah. Told them slide, no electric. Yeah. It's getting hectic. 777. Yeah. 777.
see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line
my bros rock. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try speak up, can't say none. Try dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10 to 80, my savings. Take to the top on the baseline. New car, fast lane. With the booyah, that's a flex. Not human, I ain't from another planet. I'ma teleport, might vanish. I'ma wake up, do damage. Jordan number 7, he's bored though. Working all night, need more though. I remember nights I was poor though. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Personal, but I ain't lying. I ain't hiding, I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying prayed up, meditating and taking time away. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in, yeah. You got the nerve to be on me, faking your life out of IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be and live my life off screen. Taking time out to be and live my life. Yeah. Taking just don't be and live my life. Don't take it personal. We just building. It's my season, lay foundation. Make a
a money counter. I broke my thumb from thumbing down. Wifey on my line, she told me to dumb it down. Mama on my line, asking how I'm dumbing now. I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's right, man. Tyson with the fade, not the hair, my hands rockin'. When I link with ballpoint, you know it's not. Get out my way. I'm so unashamed. Throw it to my veins. Like my 2K green or blue, I'm not into games. Focus on your player's face while I'm stacking change. We throw out what you got on your whole Kool-Aid. Every time I drop it, I can make the school face. I can't stand to be around people who are two-faced. I can't stand to do some business if you're too late. I beat the beat or defeated. I beat the beat or mistreated. I beat the odds deleted. On top, I'm ODing. No rock star with these leather pants. I'm ACDCing. When I die, I bet they love me, but hate me when I'm breathing. I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, it's rockin'. Tyson with the fade, not the hair, my hands rockin'. When I link with ballpoint. I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's right, man. Tyson with the fade, not the hair, my hands rockin'. When I link with ballpoint, you know it's knockin'.
What's going on?
It's not hard to fool me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. No. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow.
In the chat room. Let's get it. What's going on, people? How we doing tonight? Welcome back to what's fast becoming one of the most interesting shows, segments, whatever you want to call on this side of YouTube. We need a name for the show. Some people have called it After Dark or, late night or the quiet, whatever. We'll figure something out. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I know I did. I know I had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. As a matter of fact, I had company come in from out of town. Woo-wee. So, life is good on this side of the pandemic. How is life on your side of the pandemic? I hope it's well. All right. Housekeeping. Moderators. If you see people acting crazy in the chat room, if you see some known people acting crazy in the chat room, kindly ask them to chill out. And if they don't, you can feel free to time them out. Don't block anybody. I will do the blocking. I've noticed that a lot of people have gotten blocked on my channel that I did not block. So, if you feel like you have been blocked in error, do me a favor, send me an email with your YouTube screen name and I'll check it out. If you highlight me, you will definitely get timed out or blocked. Please don't at me. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I think you only love me because I'm popping. Last week, we had a set of shows that needed to be done. It was, the two big ones. The big ones were colorism, high value men, and the colorism debate, high value men and white women, and then the single mother one. Woo! And that's how we kind of ended the week off. And I mentioned that we're going to get into another one, and this one is going to probably be the most sensitive one of all. See, it's about weight. Weight, your body weight, black women and your body weight. See, you can decide whether or not having a child is it's either is or it isn't. And even with the open availability of intercourse today, still having a child today still requires some prior acts. How about that way? Eating, body weight requires nothing. And one of the things I've heard a lot of women ask about is finding a Henry, a high value, not rich yet. Understand something. I've also said this in my Facebook group. Guys, if you call yourself a high value guy, high value starts with money. And for the few people that keep on saying we should not call high value money, it should be this and that. Good luck in fantasy land. High value starts with money. You want to change it to something else because you don't have the money. That's not how that game is played. High value starts with money, and if you don't have the money, don't try to change the rules. It is what it is. And when it gets right down to it, women are supposed to be hypergamous. They're supposed to want men with resources and things like that because it makes it easier to take care of a family and that kind of thing. We understand all that. But here's the problem. Like it or not, in the black community, we have an issue with weight. And today we're going to be focusing on women. I don't want to hear anything about, well, not all, or the men do it too. We're grown people over here. That's not how we do that. 80% of black women in this country are overweight. It's 8 out of 10. 800 out of 1,000. 8 million out of 10 million. That's ridiculous. And then when you get into that 80% of that number is obese. What are some of the typical talking points? Oh, well, those are those white folks standards. Right. Go back and look in your family album, and I guarantee you, you don't see no 250-pound big mamas back into the 1900s. It's the diet and it's the lack of exercise. That's really what it comes down to. And here's the thing. If you like your weight, if you love your body, hey, cool. I am not about, fat shaming or body shaming anybody. If you dig who you are, if you're a big, bold, loud, and proud, hey, man, knock yourself out. Good for you. But there are some women who've asked, what does it take to find a high value guy, or one of the guys who are your clients, or that kind of stuff? And I will say this: you will notice one thing with high value men. With high value men, the smaller the woman, the bigger the ring. The smaller the woman, the bigger the ring. And you have to look at, and you cannot look at a woman a man has right now. You have to look at, let's say a guy has $500 million and his wife is whatever. If she was unfortunately taken to the next life by her creator, do you think he would go out and pick another woman like that? Or do you expect him to come out with a hot little thing? See, we got to act like we know what's going on around here. Smaller women get bigger. Smaller women get bigger rings. And I was mentioning something on another channel, is this correlation is not causation. But you can also notice that with the increase in female weight in the Black community, there's also been a decrease in the marital rate. They map each other. They're inverse of each other. As weight has gone up, marriages have gone down. I'm not saying it's causation. It's simple correlation. I mean, if we can be honest and talk, to be a woman who's an 8, 9, or 10 in the face, that's what you're born with. Pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous. Some people have a problem with the standard I use. I really don't care. Thelma on Good Times is a 7. If you call her a 10, that just means you got low standards. She's not by no means unattractive, but she's not a classic beauty. Beyonce is an 8. And I use women from back in the day because there is less chance for augmentation and lots of makeup. Pam Grier is an 8. Diane Carroll, Jane Kennedy, Dorothy Dandridge. These are the women I often use. But if you want me to bring some ones that are closer, Halle Berry. Halle Berry would be Dorothy Dandridge level. Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland would be right in there between Pam Grier and Diane Carroll. In my opinion, Kelly Rowland is above Beyonce. But that's what you're born with. You can't do much about your face. But one thing every human being, well, not every, one thing that the majority of human beings can do something about is their body. You can be an average looking woman. 6 is cute. 5 is average. 4 is below average. 4 is where it starts. So you can be an average looking woman. But if you have a fit killer shape, then today you're winning. And see, when we're going to talk about your weight today, we're not going to talk about any of this waist trained, thick, these balloon. In Atlanta, you see some of the most crazy looking women. I'm like, no, there's no way you were born that way. We're talking about a lifestyle that has a plant-based lifestyle, a plant-based diet. You eat more plants than meat, low carbs, low sugar, and active. I don't mean you just happen to have good genetics. I mean, you carry your butt to the gym 4 times a week. Why does this matter? Because high value men, they're out there working 10, 12, 14-hour days. These guys tend to work out. There's a correlation. These guys are early risers, hard workers. They tend to work out and be in some sort of shape. They got to be an athlete for life. You cannot be an out of shape woman and qualify to get a high value man. I'm sorry, ladies, this is just how it is. You can be cute in the face, but if you are thick in the waist, you will not get they will not take you seriously for a wife. See, let's go ahead and get into it. Are you competitive for what the men that you want? And when it gets right down to it, you got to ask today, there's a lot of big girl attitude today. I mean, back in the day, women who were not really very attractive or overweight, they were some of the nicest, friendliest, most feminine, sweet women. But today, all these Moniques running around here with this big girl sassy attitudes, big girls act like they got it popping. You think you only love me because I'm popping. And you can't afford that weight and attitude if you're trying to get married. See, we got to take it out of sex. Sex is not the end goal. See, in the black community, too often we judge things on short term. Somebody will hit it, somebody will like it, yeah, but that's not the goal. The goal is long-term relationship, marriage, legal marriage, not spiritual union, marriage. Knock it off, ladies. That's how you guys keep score. You can get laid, but why can't you keep a man? If you big, bold, and beautiful, and you're popping and thick and all this other kind of stuff, why can't you keep a man? When was the last time you had a proper date? I mean, the last time a man said, hey, Lori, I would love to take you out to American Cut next Friday. I got reservations at 8:00. I'll pick you up. We're going to have a great time. And he drives you over to the shops at Buckhead. Valet. The valet opens the door. He walks in there holding your hand, arm in arm. You have a great table in the middle of the room. And they come over and you get a bottle of wine. You order whatever. You order the filet and the salad. He orders the porterhouse. When's the last time you had a proper date? You leave the date. Valet picks you up. You get in the car. He drives you home, walks you to your door, kiss goodnight, and then he pieces out. Some of you have never had this, but you can Netflix and chill. They swing by and they got, the 12 tenders for $10.99 from Popeyes. See, if you don't have proper dates, that means these guys probably don't want to be seen with you in public. Another thing, bringing you around his colleagues, co-workers, and things like that. Are you a liability or an asset on his arm? I said this in another broadcast. Oftentimes you can have, women who can mimic other cultures, their hair length and the texture, even mimic the tonality. But can you mimic their fitness? Can you mimic being in shape? Because say what you want about Becky. Becky she will Pilates you to death. She'll yoga you to death. Go to Lululemon and you don't really see many sisters. Why am I driving this point home? That there is a definite, if no one has told you, I'm going to tell you tonight. Your godfather Your godfather is going to tell you the truth tonight. High value men, you cannot evaluate who they have sex with. You have to evaluate who they are seen in public with. Okay? That's the nicest way I can say that. You cannot evaluate who he has sex with. You got to evaluate who he is seen in public with. Who he is seen in public with. How often do you see high value men pulling up to Foco de Chao with a woman that's 250 pounds getting outside of his suicide doors? When I'm at the shops at Buckhead and I used to have valet, you didn't really see a bunch of 200 plus pound women getting out of these cars. So, let's talk about it. Is your weight keeping you single? And I got news for you. Even if these guys aren't Henrys, Blue Henry, Blake Henry, Hit Squad, even if you're talking about men in the top 20%, they still feel the same way. God, even more news. Guys in the middle class, solidly middle class, $60,000, $70,000 a year, feel the same way. Why is it that you see so many women who are obviously overweight, not doing anything about it, and they're wondering why they can't find a husband? Because men will short-term you, but signing on a dotted line, no ma'am. Yeah, you can't blame the men for what they want. It goes against a man's biological imperative. Because a woman, when she typically gets that size, in our hind brain, in our primitive brain, that woman already looks like she's somebody else's, that she's got kids. But whoa, wait a minute. What's going on? We don't. We got to get these likes up, man. I don't know what y'all doing. What y'all think this is? Get these likes up, man. We got 2,200 people. I'm about to open the call line. Come on. Get them likes up. Black men don't like big girls. You're out of your mind. Broke men like big girls. Anybody want to say black men like big women? Broke men need big women. Black men with money don't deal with big women. Black men with money, middle class black men, upper middle class black men, lower upper class black men don't want overweight women. They don't want to marry them. Show me 250-pound women that are married. When you talk about like, you're saying they will have intercourse with. And if that's the lowest, and that's your standard, sis, good for you. Tom Likas used to say, this is not mine. Tom Likas said, fat chicks are for broke dudes. And here's the more important thing. Let's get into the question. Get them up. Let's get to the more important thing. Instead of debating back and forth on who's fat shaming and who's this, who's that, why don't you, 8 out of 10 of y'all, why don't y'all work out? The first question is, are you competitive for what men want? Men want slimmer women. Men want fit women. Middle class men, look, because 72% of mothers in this country have to work full or part time. That's every race. I've already told brothers, you better realize the average black woman wants you to be able to work to pay all the bills. Well, he's got to work to pay all the bills. Why would he take you on when you already bigger than him. If you outweigh a man, what's the problem? But I want to talk to you about it because I need to ask, I want you to explain to the men why you feel like you should not have to work out, why he should accept you this way, why it's so hard for you to do what your mother, your grandmother, your great-grandmother did. Because we want to put it on racial politics and, media stereotypes. I look through my family photo album and I look at the women from back as far as we have it to the 1800s. And I'm like, woo! When you get around 1990, poof! It's like opening the seal on a can of biscuits. All right. But you know what? Maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to start letting more women call in and, y'all want to get that smoke? I got some smoke. We're going to have time to call in for the colorism, the free smoke show. Cause I know there's going to be a part 2 to the colorism. There's going to be a part 2 to the single mother show and a part 2 to the colorism show. Because what I've noticed is there are a lot of women who secretly were sitting back saying, well, colorism is, I didn't say colorism did not exist. It definitely exists, just like racism, all other kind of prejudices. But when I ask what does it have to do to a singular competitive woman, the answer is nothing. The problem is the women who I'm talking about who have the biggest issues, are you competitive? Let's get into it because I want to open these call lines. I want to hear what you have to say. Explain what I'm missing. Smaller women get bigger rings. Bigger women don't get rings. Big women don't get married. That's what it comes down to. They don't get married. They can have sex. They may even have babies, but they don't get husbands. And that's sad. But until then, big girls twerk. Come on, big girls, twerk it up. Back it up, Lizzo. Make it rain on Lizzo, y'all. I need to make that bigger for the big girls. Come on.
Dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay puede emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero, pero llegaremos antes o después. Sola a lo suyo, que Dios te la ve, que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere
Taco Bueno. KFC.
money work.
Popeyes. Red beans and rice.
Se arregla con dinero.
Collard green neck bone sandwiches.
Money work. Digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación.
You think I should be a dress size 4? That's too skinny. My hair would be too big for my body. I feel weird under 160 pounds. See the way my back is set up? If I'm less than 160 pounds, something wrong. I mean, I feel good at this weight.
Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
No.
Money work.
Y'all just trying to make me skinny like Becky now.
Se arregla con dinero.
Them Hispanic women don't have to be that skinny.
Money work.
Them Hispanic women be big. Yeah, but see, they be big after they get married and have some kids. I'm talking about being big before you get married.
Money work.
Taco Bueno. Let's do it.
Money work.
Money work. Money work. Money work.
Se arregla con dinero. Money work.
Luna, that's not fair. You trying to shame us. Look at how you talk about the way, y'all always talking about black women. We can't help it. Sister be trying. Okay, but are you competitive for what the men that you want? That's really what it comes down to. Are you competitive for what the men that you want? If they are test drive, okay, let's say it this way, ladies. Let's say it this way. Let's take it away because it may be too sensitive. Let's say a car. A man has the money to buy a car. He's in the market for a vehicle. He goes to a dealership and he test drives a vehicle. He test drives it. Okay? He likes the handle, he likes the fit, but there's something that's not quite right about it. Will the dealership let him keep coming back and test driving it 15 times? You get to test drive it 2-3 times, and eventually they send you away because you're not a buyer. Right? Why you keep letting guys test drive you and not buy you? You know what some people like to do? Some people, they'll buy a practical car, a car that'll fit their needs. Like guys who like sports cars. They will buy a practical car that'll fit their needs. Then they'll go rent like a Dodge Charger or a Camaro or something like that. They won't buy that car. They'll rent that car and then they'll drive it hard, then they'll give it back. Unfortunately, men treat women like this like rentals. They don't treat you like a purchase because you are short-term to them. And you're telling guys that it's okay to be short-term because you're openly raising your hand saying, I am not willing to make myself higher value. Again, it's not as though the science is not settled. It's not as though we don't understand that men want slimmer women. Men want fit women. Why don't you want to give the men that you want what they want? And then why do you get upset when they decide to go on to Becky, Marisol, Marlene? When they go ahead and get them, when they go on, they move us up to a white girl. What do you tell them? I'll tell you what. Here's one of the best things you could do if you're a woman and falls into this category. One of the best things you can do as a woman who falls into this category. Listen to what I'm about to say. Get your abs flat. Get your stomach flat. If you can get your stomach flat, you can be a 4 in the face and still win. You can be below average looks if your stomach is flat. A flat stomach adds points to your SMV. Stop worrying about having a big old butt or big old boobs or big old legs. Get a flat stomach by doing it the right way. Drinking water, cutting out sugar, cutting out carbs, doing the abs and the crunches, and doing the cardio and doing the resistance training. No cheating. See, high value men know how to spot a fake, and they don't buy fakes. They'll kick it with a fake, but they don't buy a fake because a fake will blow up on you. Not gonna happen. Why don't you, lady? Here's the thing. What we're really talking about is if you're a single woman, your weight is keeping your husband away. So what really that's down to? You look around and you see all these average looking white women, and average looking Hispanic women, average looking Asian women, and they got husbands. Because they're smaller than their men. You got to be smaller than the men. And see, nothing that I'm saying is biologically wrong. I'm saying you got to be smaller than the men. Ladies, you have to be smaller than the men. Smaller than the men. If you're not smaller than the men, it won't work. Smaller than the men. Smaller than the men. That's what you got to do, man. And if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You don't have to, but you're just not going to have a man. You're not going to have anything. You're not going to have anything other than just an opinion. Bottom line, you can like it or you can lump it. Yeah. And I find it interesting how many women call in here to talk about their size 4, size 80% of black women are overweight. You're not a size 4, a size 6. Unless I just got all the 4s and 6s calling in here. Look at the brothers. They're co-signing the message. Stephanie, you need to turn on your sound. Jasmine, what's wrong with you? Let me also say something to this. My personal life, you will never find out about my personal life. Because the women I deal with are not public people. So, any woman that keeps saying about this, or any guy that keeps saying this, I tell you what, if you doubt whether or not I can get what I say I can, anytime you want to come to Atlanta or come to your city, we can live stream it and let's just see what happens. But you know, black folks love to do that. They love to kill the messenger. But we're not going to do that here because I'm trying to. Okay. Hello, Ashley. Ashley or Stephanie?
Hi.
Okay. Hold on. Ashley, is that you?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you in the group?
No.
How old are you?
23.
23. Okay,
Yes.
what did I get wrong about the topic?
I don't think you got it wrong at all.
Okay, what I need you to do.
actually.
Well, hold on. You're making a lot of noise. Please stop doing what you're doing and just let's have the conversation for
sorry.
5 minutes. Okay. Because I can hear all the background noise. Let's go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was saying I don't think that you got it wrong, actually.
Okay. So you called in for what part of the conversation?
Well, I just wanted to give my input because I was actually like victim to realizing being single because of your weight.
Okay. Go ahead.
So when I was 20, well, growing up, I always just was overweight. And I said that I was, single by choice, not sexually active by choice. But when I got to college, I actually realized that that was not the case at all.
Right.
And I was single because, I wasn't attracting the kind of guys I wanted. I was attracting guys, but not the kind of guys.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to FAMU.
Okay. Are you outside?
I'm in my sunroom. I'm in Florida.
Okay.
Is the sound bad?
Oh, well, we'll work through it. So, I'm curious. How do you get to be overweight, young in life with no kids?
Honestly, I'm an only child, very spoiled.
Okay.
And I just got whatever I wanted as a child.
Was your mom? Were you raised by was your father married to your mother?
Yes.
Okay. And dad let you get that way?
Yes.
All right. That's unusual. Well.
Yeah. Well, a little background. My dad was actually not the healthiest person. He passed when I was a teenager due to his health issues.
Okay. So what are you doing? So At what point did you start deciding to get yourself under control?
When I got to college, when I was 19, I was pretty overweight
What
and I
does that
didn't like
mean?
it.
What does that mean? How much did you weigh?
Oh, I was about 215,
How tall?
5'6".
5'6". See, Spelman actually scrapped all their college athletics and put all their money. And I see you, Stephanie. You're up next, and to put all their money into health and nutrition because they noticed that so many black women were coming to school obese.
Mm,
That's crazy. And you're 23 right now.
yeah.
How often do you work out?
I work out about 3 days a week.
Okay.
But at the time when I first started losing the weight, I just found it difficult. So I actually went under weight loss surgery, where basically half my stomach was cut out.
Okay. You said you first started working out and it was difficult.
Well, the weight, it just wasn't coming off
Okay.
the way I wanted it to, and I was just really unhappy. And I was a candidate for the surgery because it was obviously affecting my health as well.
Okay. I'm always
So
leery about surgeries, but if your physician said it, but are you at your goal weight?
yeah, right now I am.
And how are your marital prospects at this point?
Well, that's actually why I called as well. So I'm from a semi-small town in Florida, moved to the New York City, New Jersey area when
Mm.
I finished school last year.
Okay.
And I've lost all this weight. I've gotten the skin surgery. My body is where I want it. And I really haven't had any trouble finding these high earning men.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm having trouble getting commitment and
Well,
getting into a committed
why do you think
relationship
that
with
is?
them. Well, more background.
Okay, but you gotta hurry up. I got other people going. You got to get to it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Come on.
Ultimately, I'm a virgin. I'm not waiting for marriage, but due to my previous position in the way I looked, I didn't have any prospects. So now that I do have these prospects, I'm definitely not waiting for marriage anymore,
Uh-huh.
but I'm also not just throwing myself at someone. So I make it clear when I'm dating these men that, I'm not trying to have sex if we're not in a committed relationship. And I feel that that could potentially be hurting
Oh
me,
yeah.
but I'm
Oh
not sure.
yes. Oh yes. It hurts you. It hurts you. Let me just go ahead and lay it out online. Okay. Lay it
Okay.
100% out online. A lot of guys feel like you cheated to get where you are. Whether it was, that's what a lot of men will hear. Doing the weight loss surgery, getting all that stuff. And the fear will be that you'll gain it right back because you didn't develop a healthy lifestyle and work the weight off. You didn't earn it.
Hmm.
That's what a lot of men would think. It's what I even think.
Okay.
And then when you go in and you say, I'm 23 and I'm a virgin, you got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, you're demanding a lot. And here's the thing. Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife?
Yes.
All right. So you want how many kids?
I would love a big family, at least 4.
All right. So basically, and you live in Florida?
Well, I'm from Florida. I live in North Jersey, New York City.
So you're looking at a man who's making about $700,000, $800,000 a year for a big of a family in that area.
Yes, if I choose to stay in that area.
Well, no,
yeah.
it's not about you choosing to stay anywhere. It's about where the man with that money is. See, your list is outrageous. But what you're talking about, you need to be a solid 9 or a 10 with the body of it and a track record of working with men and being cooperative with men to that point. You're nowhere competitive for what you're talking about. Now you're cute.
Okay.
But cute ain't gonna cut it for a stay-at-home mother, 4 children, and you're gonna be throwing this virgin thing on things. Guys are like, too many problems. Lower your standards, man, because you're not up there.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if anybody ever had the heart to tell you that, but you're cute, but you're not up there. So can you bring it down to where you are?
Sure.
I don't believe that. You don't sound like you want to do that shit. You sound like, oh
No,
man, I don't want to
yes.
hear this shit. But I mean, where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10?
I would, not being funny, I actually do think I'm a 6. I agree with you. I know I'm a cute girl, but I live in, the city. I have a lot of competition.
Right. So what you're asking for, if you're a 6, you're asking for a man who is a 1%. Actually, he's a 0.1% man. Really? Okay. What
Yeah.
looks like for sixes? Sixes? What'd you go to school for?
I'm a teacher at history and education.
Well, guess what? You're gonna be teaching for the rest of your life. You're not gonna be a stay-at-home wife.
Oh God.
But why don't black women want to work like everybody else? I don't.
Well, no, I actually don't have a problem with working. It's just I don't want to be a teacher forever.
Well, you chose whatever you.
because
But what I mean is
I've-
whatever you. But what I'm saying, you chose it. You chose
Yeah.
it. So, and I was saying that basically just to get you in mind. You got to start having some reality. Working. 72%
Okay.
of mothers have to work. You're gonna work. If you rank yourself as a 6, that means you can qualify for a man who earns about a 6. You're trying to get a man who earns damn near a 10.
Okay.
Stephanie, you can unmute. And I'm gonna say this, and also I'm gonna let you live. You may have gotten the surgery and this and all that other stuff. That's cool, but if you don't actually develop the habits, they told you what are the likelihood that you will revert back to what you were or get even bigger?
Oh, they've made it very clear that could easily happen within a year.
Okay, and how are you doing with that?
Oh, I've maintained 100%. I got the surgery at 19,
Okay,
and now 23. Got the skin surgery about a year and a half ago. So I'm doing perfectly fine with my
okay,
weight
well,
now.
good. 3 days a week. But yeah, that virgin thing, ladies in this list, man. I don't, are you a virgin? You aren't a virgin because of religious reason. You're a virgin because you couldn't get access to the man you wanted.
Yes, originally.
Okay, well, and you're in the tri-state area. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. All right. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and answer Stephanie. Thank you, Ashley. I'm gonna put you on mute. Stephanie, how are you? Ari, I see you're next. Stephanie, what's going on?
Hi, Kevin. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. The thing that you have gotten so right is about being overweight. I think one of the reasons why my husband probably stepped out is we had some problems, and by that time I had gotten big for being 5'3". I was like 216 pounds.
Woo!
And exactly.
Why? I'm curious. Why though?
You know what? It's just we get so comfortable thinking that people can accept us for what we are, where we are. He'll love me for who I am, and we really get lost in that. And we let our kids. We just eat everything. We just get comfortable. We lose it. We let it go.
So are you guys still married?
Well, no, we're separated. It's been 3 years now.
Okay.
And it kind of sucks. This is very unfortunate, but that's what it is.
Okay, so who you separated from him or he separated from you?
Well, what happened is that I found out that he cheated.
Okay, we know that.
And so
have y'all reconciled through that or what?
I asked him. I asked him to stay, and I told him that I forgave him. And I don't know what his issues was. I told him that we should talk to people. So one day I came home from church with the kids, and he had packed up everything and left. So I didn't know what to do at that point. But prior to that,
okay, how long ago? Was that?
That was 3 years ago.
Okay, what is he doing now?
I am not sure.
Is he still in the city? Is he still in the same place?
No, he moved to Rhode Island, and that's only by
Okay, do you have
chance that
children?
I found that.
Do you have children together?
Yes.
Are the children still young?
Yes.
Are the children
Say it
still
again?
young? The children.
Yes.
So are the children don't know where their dad is?
They don't know, and I don't paint a bad picture, but so they don't have like a negative thought, but they know that he doesn't come around like he should.
Well, there's always, okay. I don't want to get too deep into that. There's always more to the
I
story.
know well, I mean, going back, we had separated and things like that. He doesn't come around, doesn't call, doesn't support. I've talked as a civil
Okay,
person, just as me and you were
before we got
talking.
all to that, what weight were you when you guys got married?
I was still big then. I was 160.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is too much for me to deal with in one call, but I will say this. Women do themselves no service by gaining lots of weight, because basically you're giving your husband the finger. It's basically saying, "Ha ha, now you got to accept me." And some men respond a different way about that. So if he's separated,
I can attest to that.
but what I'm saying is, no. I got to get the next
Yes.
thing. You got unfinished business. If you need, you need to either get a divorce, and you can't just have a separation, man, for 3 years.
Yes.
Okay, you can't be frozen in amber, not knowing where he is, and you need to get some closure for you and the kids.
Yes.
You need to do that, not wait for him.
Yes.
You need to track him down and get this completed.
Yes, sir.
I can't stress that any other way, because kids are looking to you for some direction in that. I'm sorry to hear that
Exactly.
situation, but you got your part in it.
Me
too.
too.
All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Ari, how are you?
Hi, it's Ari.
Ari, how are you? Sorry.
I'm well. How
Ari.
are you?
I'm good.
Godfather.
Uh-oh. Yes, my child.
No.
What's up?
No, I just wanted to completely agree on the topic. Like, I know, for instance, like my non-Black friends, my Asian friends, like they'll all we'll come back to work and they'll be like, yeah, like for dinner I only had like a mango, or I didn't eat dinner tonight, or so I feel like, because for me especially, I'm a big emotional eater. Yeah, I was raised with.
So are you married? Are you single or married?
I'm single. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
How old are you?
25.
25. If you know you're an emotional eater, are you currently in counseling?
No.
Why?
But good question, but I do actively work out and I do have a personal trainer.
No. Absolutely not. You said you're an emotional eater. If you know that about yourself, then what's the thing that it would be smart to do? What would be smart to do about that?
I mean, I've definitely like
Why do Black people have such an aversion to counseling and therapy?
Oh, no. I'm not anti at all.
Well, what I'm saying is you diagnosed the problem. Saying it'd be like somebody saying, I had a drinking problem. And then you say, okay, have you gone in to get into any therapy, some treatment? No, I just, moderate my drinking. I got a heroin problem. Okay, have you gone and got some treatment? No, I just shoot up on the weekends. Your drug is food. And you're trying to manage your own addiction. Are you qualified for that?
Good point.
The answer is no.
Yes, no.
Why don't Black women have such a hard time with me? It's like saying yes. It's like I'm not going to say yes. If I don't say yes, it doesn't make it real. Because here's the thing: do you want a man?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, a man that's worth a damn is going to look at you and see if you're handling your business.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know you have an issue and you're just not doing anything about it, what do you think he wants to say? Okay, that's a woman I want to deal with.
Mm. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Right. Because you said your coworkers be like, I ate a mango, I ate this, ate this. When was the last time? How much do you weigh right now?
Shoot. I think a good like 180.
How tall are you?
Pretty sad. I'm 5'4".
180. When was the last time you were a healthy weight?
I was 23. I was probably 21 to 23. I was probably the best health of my life.
Okay. How what size were you then?
Ooh. Maybe, yeah, probably like a 6.
No. How much did you weigh?
Oh, how much did I weigh? I think I got down to like 153.
That's not a good weight. No. That's not a good weight.
Really?
You're how tall?
I'm 5'4".
You should be
5'5".
120 pounds.
Ooh.
See? You don't even know what normal is. 1960, the average height of the American female was 5'4". She weighed 123 pounds. The average American man was 5'9". He weighed 166 pounds. 60 years later, the average man was 5'9", and he weighed 168 pounds. The average woman had jumped up to 166. In the black community, it's closer to 190. So you're 25 years old. All right. A guy comes along and says, ooh, and he sees you at almost 180, almost 200 pounds. You understand that the way a man's mind works is, if I were to get with her, is she going to get more comfortable or less comfortable? She's going to get more comfortable. And God forbid, when we get pregnant, she's going to tack on another 50 pounds, 30 to 50 pounds with one kid. That means she's going to go to 210 to 230. Do I think she's going to lose all that weight? Will I get back my 180 pounds? No, she's going to. You're looking like you're going to be 250 by the time you have 2 or 3 kids. And in your mind, 150 is fine. Therapy.
True. I guess it's the way it looks on me. Like,
that's bull. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I'm an image consultant. See, you're the wrong person to say this shit to. This is a black female issue. You got an unhealthy way of looking at weight. Black women have been this way. You go to high school and you see women, white women or black women, same age, same body size. White women are trying to lose weight. Black women are trying to gain weight. But the way it looks on you. But I need you to do me a favor. I need you to look down on your left ring finger and tell me what you see.
You're right.
That's what it looks like to men. And this is something you have 100% control of. And if you don't do anything about it, you're going to look up, you'll be 30. And it's going to be harder to lose the weight. Okay? So, why is it that you're so that you won't get in and do the workout?
Oh, no. I'm actively in the gym, and like I said, I have a personal trainer.
Okay, good. You have a personal trainer. How long you had him?
Maybe like a month now.
Have you changed the diet?
Absolutely. I intermittent fast now.
Okay. Have you cut out like sugar?
That's the next step.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What has your trainer said to do?
He definitely tells me to watch what I eat.
Okay, but are you moving faster than the trainer or slower than he asked you to go?
What do you
Because most trainers will tell you from the rip, you need to cut this gut, cut that back. They'll give you a meal plan. But see, black women have this very bad thing about wanting to do things their way. It's like, I'll get a trainer and then I'll do this and then I'll do that. See, you should have cut sugar out the day you started with your trainer. He told you to watch the sugar.
Mm.
Why are you not doing what he told you to do?
I think it's like I said, it's that just like crave for chocolate or
No,
whatever.
no, no. It's an addiction.
Absolutely.
And you need to understand why you use food to address your issues. But see, a lot of times sisters used to could say, genetics or this, that, and you're opening to understanding a 25-year-old woman. You have all this knowledge and you're still not using it to its most effective. And your competition is eating mangoes for dinner.
You're so right.
I know, but so I mean,
and I think
the money you're spending on a trainer, you need to address what's going on mentally with you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have dad raising you?
I did not.
Right. How many children did your mother have?
So I was the only child for 13 years.
Okay.
And my sisters, yeah.
How many? You only child for, and how many siblings do you have?
Just one on my mom's side.
That's a daughter, another sister.
Yeah.
So
sister, yeah.
And how young is? How old is she?
She is 11,
okay.
12.
And yeah. I'm assuming your mother is not married.
She is,
okay,
but definitely not to a high earning man.
All right. And what kind of shape is she in?
she's okay. She granted.
How tall is she?
She's probably, I'm 5'3", 5'4". Yeah, she's probably like 5'2".
And does she weigh more than you or less than you?
She definitely weighs more than me.
Okay, then she's not okay. You see what you just said? An older woman who's shorter than you weighs more, and you just openly said she's okay.
I guess it's because of what she has kidney issues, which is clearly a problem. I also take that into consideration, but I don't think it's normal at all, for sure.
So would it be better for her to drop 100 pounds for her kidneys?
I would say so.
So how can you, okay. Did you go to college?
What's that?
Did you go to college?
I did, but I did not graduate.
But come on. Older woman, shorter than you, weighs more, and you said she's okay. And she has kidney issues. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We have normalized dysfunction to where women just refuse to hold yourselves to a realistic standard. You can't even see the world objectively. I'm having to pull you back into reality because your view of reality is so distorted. And you expect a man to pick that? Let's say he did. What kind of mother would you be to his children if you?
For me, I always want to have a household where
I'm talking about you. However you were raised is likely how you will raise your children. What you'll put in front of them for as far as nutrition. You'll have this stuff in the house. And your daughter is going to mirror what you did. It's a cycle.
You're right. And I do take that into consideration. And so, like I said, I feel like once I do get married.
You're not going to get married until you lose all this weight. Let me just be abundantly clear. The one comes before the other. You are not in the marrying zone. You want to get married, you better get down to 125 pounds.
Mm.
Why did you just go, like, well, I'll quit.
No,
I'll quit. Why? I mean,
I'm taking it all in.
You're 25.
I promise.
You're 25. You have no reason to weigh more. You weigh more than a man. Why have you made peace with this? I mean, you're 25, not 45. And I'm asking you to, you're young enough to do something about it. And you're just like,
No, I have not made peace. Like, I definitely have not made peace. I just think because I am an attractive woman, that kind of had leeway.
Oh, okay. Cam up. Get
I
on
have
cam.
my picture on YouTube.
Okay,
I look crazy right now. One second.
Go ahead. Cam up.
Wait.
Well, go to IG. I'll use your IG because see, I hear too many of our sisters thinking because you got a cute face, you can be big as a house and that won't matter. No, let's do it.
Finish her.
Hold on, please. My picture is on YouTube. But...
Okay, I don't. Okay, I'm not saying you're not. And let's say that you are a gorgeous woman. This is a waste of pretty.
Okay, 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, ABL. See, we've gotten to the point to where we've made it to where we can just like, all right, well, you know, is the chat moving too fast, you guys? Y'all need me to slow the chat down a little bit? We've gotten to a point now to where it's like, you can be pretty. You can have extra weight on you if you're attractive. And my thing is this: you might, if you actually would just get down to a healthy weight, you would live a better life. You could look better in your clothing. You would have better relations with men. Look better in your dresses. All these things. But sadly, so many women seem to have just said, you know what? I'm good. I don't need to lose that weight. He'll accept it. And men are not really accepting this. So I say, let me go ahead and while she's getting herself ready, not the caller, but understand, let's say you are a pretty in the face, overweight woman. Yes, you will find men who will gladly treat you like dry cleaning. In by 9, out by 5. You got to be in his house by 9 and out by 5. But you will not get day walker status. There will be no dates. And I would think that would do more to your psyche than being, than having to deal with a counselor and a therapist and things like that. Knowing that if you dropped 60 pounds, you could get out of the dating circuit, you could get out of the random hookup kind of thing and actually get a long-term relationship and or marriage and have something where you're going forward with one person and you're charting a life other than changing people time to time to time to time. Come on, man. You know that's not cool. You know you don't like switching people. That's why people go through issues when they break up with somebody, because it's like a death. And you got to start that all over again. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? You don't want to do. It's like, damn, I don't want to do this no more. Where'd she go?
Sorry, I'm here.
All right. So you're 25 and fine.
I think so.
Okay.
I've been called pretty all my life. Hold on.
Okay. We're going to ask to start video. I can't see you.
Sorry.
Okay. Now, tell you.
Can I see myself?
Huh?
Okay. Sorry, I want to see myself.
I don't know. Can you see yourself in Zoom?
Yeah, it's like a little camera.
Yeah, but I hope you're not watching. I don't want you watching YouTube.
No, I'm not. No.
Turn off YouTube because that'll actually mess up the video. So here's the thing. Your dad died when you were younger, right? And your mom is, how long she been married?
Since I was like 9. Since I was like 12.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So let me ask you a question. When was the last time you wore your natural hair?
I wear it quite often.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you actually had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, and you can't use 7, you cannot use 7, where would you rank yourself? Face only.
Without makeup?
Yeah, face only.
Without makeup?
Yeah.
Without makeup right now, probably like a 6. So with makeup, a solid 8.
Okay, you put yourself up there with Beyonce. Beyonce is an 8.
You said I can't use 7?
No.
So I guess like a 6.
Beyonce is an 8. Do you have a tattoo?
You can see that? It's on my shoulder.
I thought you had one on the other side. Okay.
No, I have no tattoo.
Okay.
Like, no.
All right, and you're 5 foot, how tall? 3?
I'm 5'4".
5'4", and about 190, almost 200, about 180.
Yeah, 180.
Okay. If I were giving you a professional evaluation, I would put you, I would give you a 4.
4?
Mm-hmm. Because of the weight.
Oh.
And so, I mean, you, as far as your face, you're right about normal, average. You know, it has nothing to do with skin color or anything else like that. It has more to do with facial symmetry and things like that. But when you wear hair weave and extensions, it doesn't work for it. It's better to wear your own hair. Okay. Because like where your hair is right there, it's going way back on your head. It's like I don't know why. What's going on?
I get ready on the fly.
But I'm saying, but
you're right.
But so it's not an attractive look for women to have their hair pushed way back there. Didn't Amara La Negra just get like roasted for that? For showing her hairstyle? I mean, you're not an unattractive woman. I mean, but I don't want you to walk around thinking that you're just like gorgeous or pretty. I mean, you're cute. But you cannot afford to be the size you are and trying to find a husband.
Okay.
Do you want to marry a black man?
I do.
Okay. If every black man in this country, get off of YouTube looking at the comment section. I've told you I'm gonna click you. If I see you look down there one more time, I'm gonna click you off. Because I'm not looking there and I'm running the show. If every black man,
I can't see you. Sorry.
I just don't care what the comment section is saying. You need to focus on our conversation. If every black man in this country of marrying age married a black woman tomorrow, there will be 2 million more left. There are 2 million more black men than black women. So the competition for marrying age black men is fierce. That's not even adjusted for sexual preference. That's just so. And you live in what? Are you in the tri-state area? Where are you at?
No, I'm in Maryland.
Okay, so in Maryland, the competition is what it is. The competition is fierce. So you got to ask yourself a question. If you want to be married, are you competitive?
I would say I'm getting there.
So the answer today is no. Okay. How long are you giving yourself before you get competitive?
as soon as possible.
No. What gets measured gets done. You got to put a clock on it. How long?
I say with, not like for the next 6 months for sure.
Okay. In 6 months, you plan on having dropped down to about what weight?
Definitely 6 months. A good 130 for the next 6 months and keep continuing to go down.
So you're 180 now. And you think you can drop 50 pounds in 6 months. I would say you need to talk that over with your trainer. But whatever it is, you got to put a target on it because you're 25. You are 2 years away from what I call
Danger zone.
And you don't have time to waste. You gotta effectively get out there, get competitive, and make yourself available to be found for the kind of man you talk about you want. And you see, black women, your competition, they got married by 23. And in the black community, we have told, oh, that's too young, or too this, or too that. And that's why them folks you work with is eating mangoes because they're going home to their husbands. And we got a bunch of women, black women between age 23 and 30 who are just kind of out here twisting in the wind, no clock on anything, just kind of, and then next thing you know, you look up in 30 and it's like, oh, now I want to get married and I want to do this. And it's like, well, no, it's too late for that. So you got to really start doing this, approaching this like with a sense of urgency. The weight, and I say the therapy should go first and then the weight, and then you got to be able to have a lifestyle to support it. When was the last time you were a dress size 4?
I don't remember.
Okay, so basically the fear a lot of guys have is even if you did lose it, you're doing it just to attract a man. This has to be a wholesale lifestyle change. You have to do this whether you find a husband or a man or not. Because you have a better quality of life. Didn't you say your mother has kidney issues?
Yeah, she does.
Okay, well then you don't want to do that. You don't repeat that. And you do yourself better. Imagine if I could snap my genie fingers and you could wake up tomorrow, a dress size 4, firm fit, or even a dress, you're 5'2", dress size 4, firm fit, flat stomach, not six pack, but flat stomach. You would feel a hell of a lot better about yourself just because you like what you see getting out of the shower naked. Wearing the extensions of the weave, you probably wouldn't feel as compelled to wear that. It's just a better look. I mean, you have clear skin, and there's a lot of things you could do with your skin, with your skin tone too. But you got to get yourself in a fit shape for you, to like what you see in the mirror. I mean, don't you see the little women who are always taking the pictures and they look like, ooh, I wish I had a body like that. She cute. Well, do that for yourself. Do that for yourself. Because when you feel better about yourself legitimately, that attracts a different kind of man. See, it's different to have to attract a man by being over-sexualized, by having your cleavage spilling all out, or having your butt turned around all the side. You ain't attracting no husbands that way. Versus when you just look like a lady. Women have a way of attracting men without over-sexualizing. Give yourself a chance. This is what it means to get competitive. Okay, sis? Check in with me. I want to hear what's going on in the next 3 months or 6 months. Check in with me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Good luck to you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ms. Santos. No, she's not gonna cry. No. She's 25. 25, you can, with the right attitude. Hello.
Hey there. How's it going?
What in the world? All right, ladies only. See, people probably thought, oh, you gonna roast it and go cook it. No. What is the underlying thing over here?
We'd be nice to them if they'd be nice to us.
We'd be nice to them if they'd be nice to us. She was nice. Okay? I think another thing that hurts a lot of our sisters is because we don't have men or fathers or uncles that say, hey, I mean, when you're a man around a woman who's, cute, the cute women can rely on their looks more than average, everyday, or normal people can. If everybody was 8s, 9s, and 10s, it wouldn't be special. 8s are 20% of the population. Rough guess. In the top 20% to be 8, to be 9 in the top 10%, to be a 10 in the 5 or 1%, 7, if I use 7, 30%, 6, 40%, 5, 50%. Woo. Standard bell curve. So yeah, I don't need guys calling in. I'm not going to speak to any guys because honestly, I don't really need your opinion on this. I just don't. And I can't necessarily trust that you're going to say something that's going to make any sense. And I don't want guys just calling in here roasting folks. That's not what this is for. This is a sensitive issue. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, Kimberly.
Yes.
Hey, Kimberly. I muted you, Merlane, and then Leah. I'm gonna put you in next. Leah's coming in. Hi, Kimberly. How are you?
Hi, I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good. So, what did I get wrong?
Good. Yes. You actually booted me out, or someone actually booted me out before.
Booted you?
Because
booted you out of what?
Or muted me, or slapped me on the wrist, or something like that.
In the chat room?
Yes, which was fine. I was being rude.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at it. So the moderators. What were you saying?
I think you're totally right in what you're saying. There are a lot of Black women who need to focus on their health a lot more. But that is not the only thing that a woman brings to the table.
Okay,
And
before you get started, let me ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
39. How long you been married?
I was married for 7 years. I left my husband in 2017.
So you were married for 7 years, and why did you leave your husband in 2017?
That's a lot to discuss.
Well, you call into my show, so I just need to know who I'm talking to. I'm not saying you can have your opinion. I just need to know.
He had little issues.
Oh, okay.
And didn't want to take the appropriate steps to fix them.
All right. So, now you were saying that a woman brings a lot more to the table. Are you actively dating now?
Yes, I have a boyfriend.
Okay. So then what's the issue?
Well, in what you're saying to me, you're making it seem like if a woman is overweight, there's nothing else that she can do to bring.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What does your boyfriend do for a living?
He's in a restaurant business.
I don't know what that means. He could be a waiter.
He's in the restaurant. No, he's not.
I don't know what that means. What does he do for a living? The title.
He works with. He has his own business. He works with different restaurants and supplying inventory for them.
Okay. Does he make over 6 figures?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. What do I do for a living?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I somehow stumbled across.
Well, what I do for a living is I am a personal and corporate image consultant.
Okay.
You know what that means?
Yes, I know what that means.
That means I'm qualified to say the things I'm talking about.
No.
Oh, no. Don't you come in here with that mess. I am qualified to say what I'm talking about because I'm an image
But
professional.
anyone
I
is
know,
qualified.
no, chick, no. See, we were doing so good until you're going to sit back and say an image consultant can't talk about image. Now, if you want to have a conversation, we can. But you can't just decide to make up shit just because you don't like it. You can unmute yourself.
Oh, you weren't even letting me speak.
You're goddamn right, because you're not going to talk over me.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. You don't know who I am.
Hey,
I'm
look,
not trying to be disrespectful.
Well, yes, you were, ma'am, because when I said I'm an image consultant, an image professional, that means I work with men's and women's image. That's what I do for a living. I'm a professional. I get paid very well for what I do. It's not an opinion, it's a professional fact. Science, data, facts, statistics to prove it. I speak at colleges and universities. I work with companies, corporations. I get brought in to teach soft skills nationwide. You got a husband or a boyfriend that works in a restaurant business. Good for you. But I'm the image professional. You got an opinion. Our two things are not the same. But I got a question for you. Seems though I said I didn't say an overweight woman could get nothing. Can you get a high value man? Can you get a man? Let's see, you're 39, 40. Can you get a man making $150,000, $200,000 a year?
Yeah, my ex-boyfriend did. He was an executive for Comcast. But that's
right. And then, but why didn't he marry you?
I didn't want to marry him.
Of course.
But why do you think someone wants to get married?
Are you serious? Because okay. Now let's see. I don't want to go down this. First off, you can't overtalk me. That's just a non-starter, man. Every other woman on this platform seems to be able to comport themselves, except the oldest woman that called tonight. Why do I think every woman wants to get married? Well, ma'am, the female's purpose on the planet is a male. We are your purpose. Without us, there's no need for you.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, can a female survive in the state of nature by herself? Can you survive by yourself without a man, without the things that mankind has made? Are you even strong enough to do the things we do with your hands? Do you understand how the biology and science of this works? Or do you just have a big mouth opinion?
No, my opinion is definitely an educated one.
Well, then if you were educated, you would know that the female is weaker than the male, and that the male can survive in a state of nature by himself. Women cannot. Women need groups or societies for survival. That's why women tend to want to have men around, because it's a matter of survival. In the Black community, we are actually destroying ourselves because we got women that think like you, that you don't need no man.
No, that's not what I think.
So why would you want to get married? Well, how about it this way? You had a boyfriend who was successful at Comcast. Well, good. And you had a husband and you got this guy. You should be happy. What do you want to tell the other women that being, how tall are you?
5'9.5".
And how much do you weigh?
Why does it matter how tall I am?
Oh, I asked her, how much do you weigh?
No, I'm not.
How much do you weigh? How much? No, but if you called into a size show, ma'am, every other caller could devolve that.
Let me back up a little bit.
How much do you weigh?
Can I back up a little bit?
Yeah, you can back up. Beep, beep, beep. How much do you weigh?
This is the reason why I called.
How much do you weigh?
I'm not.
How much do you weigh?
Okay, you're not letting me speak.
There you go. How much do you weigh?
I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh.
How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh?
Nope.
Well, we know you're not 120 pounds.
No, I'm not.
We know you're not a healthy weight. We know you're not even a normal weight.
But
what? And if you were, you wouldn't have a problem saying it. See?
Can I speak?
No, because you won't answer my question.
Thank you. Okay. But this is.
But what? See.
Wow. The reason I.
What? You can answer my question. See, this is what, young ladies, pay attention. This woman is not qualified. She is just what? She done went through how many men? She had a husband. She said she got this man. It's amazing that got all these wonderful men, and then you got a boyfriend that's a fry cook. No. Sorry that you don't like what I'm having to say, ma'am. But I will give you the last word. You go ahead and have the last word.
I know this is your show, and I didn't call to argue with you or to steer this in a direction that you didn't want it to go. Okay?
Right.
The reason, I don't want to talk over you.
Go ahead.
The reason I called in was because I just wanted to say, yes, I agree with you. Black women need to do a better job with taking care of their health. I agree with you. But all I'm saying is that's not the only thing a Black woman brings to this.
Get off my channel. That's not all a Black woman brings to the table. Now, she brings mayonnaise. She brings Kool-Aid. She brings sugar. She brings a goddamn purse full of peppermints. You got snacks and treats hidden all up in that bonnet. No, hell to the no. Call my show thinking you can tell. You're an image consultant. Well, I'm an educated Black. Only in our community can a professional man who does this for a living have a woman think just because she went to school that what her opinion matters more. Big as you want to be, though. Big as you want to be. Big as you want to be. Ladies, understand something. These are the women that you should not listen to because
that was pathetic.
You should not listen to them. Don't listen to Big Auntie. Don't listen to Nene and Neek them. Yes, I had a husband and I had a boyfriend who was a VP at Comcast. Right. And now you dating a fry cook? You went from a dude making VP at Comcast money to a dude ain't making six figures. Yeah. Y'all need to listen to her. She can get you squared away. Hello.
I just had a question.
And now you date. Well, hold on, dear. Your name is what's how you pronounce your name?
Myram.
Myram. You're not overweight. Okay. So you're calling in for what?
Oh, I don't know if this is the correct show to call in.
No, it's not.
I was just gonna ask.
No, it's not, sweetheart. This is a show for women who call back on another show, but having a young woman who's not overweight doesn't kind of work for this format. But tune in tomorrow night. You'll probably get your question answered tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Miss Singh. Hello? All right, here we go. Marza, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I am good. First name is Marza?
Kamarza.
Kamarza. How old are you, Kamarza?
I'm 22.
All right. Uh-oh. What did I get wrong on the topic?
I actually just joined in, so I saw the title and I wanted to, I thought this was fitting for me. So I just wanted to, I guess, talk about it.
Okay. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'9", 5'10".
Okay. And how much are you weighing right now?
So I recently actually just lost like 30 pounds. And so right now I'm like 165.
Okay. At 22?
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
No.
So how are you almost 200 pounds at 5 foot?
Right.
How'd that happen?
So I come from a family of like plus size women, and I guess I was like
Okay,
you
let's
know.
do this. I don't like that term plus size. I call it what it is, obese. So when we call things plus size, we minimize it. And we need to stop doing that because it's killing black folks.
Yeah.
Were any of the women in your life, your mother, your grandmother, your aunts, were they all rough around your height and your weight?
Yeah, so like my mom and my sisters were all, pretty tall, like 5'8" and up.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's why so like we're tall, but my mom and my
My
sisters
mom
are
is
like
5'9" and she was 145 pounds most of her life. I'm
right.
6'4". There's no excuse for being almost that weight other
But
than being single.
yeah, and so I think that's why I wanted to call in because I feel like there's another part to it. So
Okay.
me being taller than them,
Hmm.
like in the way that my body carried weight, they always would like tell me, you're not that big, you're not that big. Cause I guess the way that it proportioned me. And so I was
Right.
like, anytime I ever asked, like, oh, do you think I should lose weight or am
Okay,
I too
but here's
big?
the question. But here's the hold on, sweetheart. You're talking about how many women are we talking about here? Your
With
mom, your mom, and who else?
my mom, my grandma, my two sisters, my aunts.
That's 5 women.
Well,
Okay.
I got like three aunts.
Okay, 3 on. So there's 7 women. Was your grandmother married?
Yeah,
Okay, was your grandfather, is he alive or is he passed?
he's alive.
Okay, he's alive. Your aunts, your 3 aunts, are they married or single?
One just got married.
Okay, but the other 2 are single. Is your mother married to your father?
She was
How long? How long ago was that?
child a long time ago.
Right. So the majority of the women in your life are unmarried or single.
Right.
So you got a bunch of overweight, obese, unmarried women giving each other fitness advice on how to
Right. But
get
I think
a man.
well no, not even like to that part. Just like I said, like I feel like I was enabled and so I never was able to look at myself and see fat because it was just like,
Oh, I get it.
oh, I carry it well, or oh, I'm like, I'm not
Right.
that big, like and so,
Did you go to
quarantine,
college?
I'm in school right now.
Okay, so when you start to get yourself on a program to get in shape and get fit, you're going to probably have to distance yourself from the females in your family.
So that's literally what I'm going through right
Mm-hmm.
now since I lost the 30 pounds and they feel like I'm acting like a stranger. Um, and because I don't live with my mom. And
Okay.
so um
So
I guess
the question is what?
yeah, so my question is I guess like, you're saying is your weight keeping you single? They've always made it to be like, oh, date for love, get somebody who loves you. If they really love you, then they'll love you for who you are and take you as you are. Um, and so, but they're all single and divorced or
So obviously
whatever,
they
I
don't know
guess.
what the fuck they're talking about.
Right. So that's why I'm calling in basically. I'm
Okay.
just like trying to get some.
Stop listening to women about men.
Okay.
Simple as that. Stop listening to women, especially older, unmarried, and single women. Especially older, unmarried, single women who are overweight and obese. Men ain't nowhere on the menu. They keep telling you, young ladies, just keep eating these ho-hos and ding-dongs and he'll love you. You know why? Because you'll stay eating and stay big and be around them. So they have life. You need to keep dropping that weight and move the hell away from them. Love them, but detach with love. Don't go over there because they are toxic to your health and your well-being. Because the first time you bring Daryl or Keith or James over, there's going to be a problem. Because covens of women like that tend to destroy the woman who has a husband. Like you watch this. Your aunt that got married, I guarantee you, them busybodies gonna be all in her marriage. They're gonna be all in her marriage. And if she was smart, she would cut y'all off.
I feel like another part of it too is like
since they've seen me, it's always been like, "Oh, you're getting too skinny. Oh, I need to
See, this is what I
fatten
mean.
you up,
Okay,
and I need to
no,
feed you."
okay. Well, I'm giving you the advice, young lady. They cannot help you. They love you, but they're toxic and they are dysfunctional. You can love them, but you cannot stay around them, or you are going or prepare to move in with them and be like them. I grew up with my aunts were this way. I grew up with a lot of women like this, and they died alone. They're dying now. They're alone. My aunt, she died 2 years ago. The last man she had was in 1981.
Mm.
I'm not joking. You got to get away from this. And you shouldn't be around those women anyway. You should be around women your age, men your age, with a social life.
Okay. Well, thanks. I just wanted to call in.
No problem. I know it's tough, but it's true. Thank you. Leah.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. What you got on the topic?
I just wanted to call and encourage all the women in the chat to really focus on your health. Take your health serious. I myself, I work out at least 4 to 5 times a week. Even if I can't get a full intense workout in, I do at least 30 minutes of cardio.
So how old are you?
I'm 33.
And are you a healthy weight?
I would think so. I don't really weigh myself much because I lift weights. So, sometimes muscle, puts a little bit more weight.
You lift weights competitively?
No, not competitively, no.
Okay, when was the last time you weighed yourself?
Probably a few weeks ago.
And how much?
I was in the 140s.
Okay. Yeah, what muscle does weigh more, but it's much more about inches and measurements.
I can lose a little bit more inches.
But when you're in the gym, how often do you see other sisters in there doing what you're doing?
With COVID,
even prior to COVID though, lifting weights.
Well, I used to go to a really smaller gym, and there was a lot of African American women. Most of the clientele were African American women.
Okay, well, good. Well, as long as you're in there working and pushing the weight, that's what you need to do. COVID or not, though, we gotta keep.
Yeah, but I just really want to encourage more African American women to take their health more seriously. I'm from the North, but I've just I moved to the South a couple years ago, and a lot of women here, they are overweight, they are unhealthy, and they just really don't take their health thing serious.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Leah. Appreciate it.
No problem.
I'm in the South too. I get it. Okay. Who's that with the Gabriella and who's that? Sing. Who's first? Somebody say hello. The first person to say hello gets to go.
Hello?
Gabriella, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing very well, and yourself?
I am well. What do you have for me on the topic? First off, how old are you?
22.
22. And are you overweight?
Yes, very.
Very. How much did you weigh at your last weigh-in?
I weighed 168.
How tall are you?
I'm 4'10".
4'10"?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any children?
No, not at all.
How did you get to be this size at your age?
Well, I've always been what they consider overweight by BMI scale. I didn't really consider myself that because I always used to work out and dance. And my body composition, even by a doctor, is a lot of muscle. Right. However, once I got out of my first year of college, I didn't have as much access to the gym, and I lost my mother, so that was a lot of depression. I've had 3 deaths in the past 4 years, so I've been like really going through that, and my asthma has gotten worse.
So what, you were a dancer?
Yeah, I used to dance a lot. I'm not a professional dancer, but I did used to help out on my high school team. And I used to bike a lot. I still do.
Okay.
But
no, hold on. So dancing was a passion.
Yes, yes.
So, how many hours a week will you spend dancing?
Oh, I would say maybe 15.
But you didn't do it professionally? Did you do it in a group or a troupe, or how did that?
Yeah, yeah. I did it in a group.
Okay,
I
was it all black women or was it multiracial?
No, black.
Okay, so but would you when you look at other dance troupes and groups, are the women your size?
Um, you mean of other ethnicities?
Non-black groups, yeah.
Of course not.
So it's not a matter of muscle structure or anything else. Like, see, black people, we have a way of what you just casually said. I've always been bigger, but I just blew it off because of my muscle structure. We have completely invalidated the American Medical Association, BMI, and everything that's standard or normal. We have an unwritten black code, and it's wrong. And the sisters are the ones paying the biggest price because when you go see other women doing what you do, they're not your size.
Okay.
So I'm saying that for the benefit of you and everybody else. We got to stop doing that. So you're 4'10" and life happened. I'm unfortunate.
Yes.
Life happened. But still, at your height, you are 6 inches shorter than average. You have to watch what you eat more than anything.
Yeah.
But you stopped growing at what age?
Really early. I would say ninth grade.
So have you ever eaten according to your height?
I wouldn't say so. I don't think I've ever eaten according to my height. I used to look good before when I was in high
But
school, had a flat
that's not the
stomach,
question.
but
That's
I've
not the
never,
question. See,
no,
you
I
were still
haven't.
young. See, we just don't worry about it because like I look good, but now
Yeah,
it's
it's
where it
physically
is.
catching up with me. My metabolism is slowing.
So what are
I
you
don't have
doing
as
about
much
it?
energy. I'm trying to go vegan little by little, and live a plant-based
Have
life
you hired a
for like,
personal trainer?
no, I have, well, I did. And then first she had to stop training me because she had her own issues going on. And that was about last week.
Okay.
And I only had it for about 2 weeks. So now I have to look for a new personal trainer.
Vegan would be good. I think pescatarian or chicken that too. But the main thing is we got to get off that black don't crack, black standard. You're diminutive. You're shorter. Your caloric intake for someone your height, if women are taking in 1,200 calories, you're probably taking in around 1,050. So that is I mean, do you even know what the kind of I would say get with a physician, understand what uh, portion size should look like for you. Like for an average, let's say, make a fist, and that's roughly the size of your heart. Okay. Also, if you make a fist, that's about the portion size of protein you should eat. That's for anybody.
Okay.
So that's how much chicken, fish, whatever you should be eating in a setting. Our bodies have a way of doing this. Water, plant-based, trainer, healthy lifestyle. Especially at your height because it shows up so much quicker.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. My issue is also like my husband. He is it's really hard for him to kind of like get with the program with the fact that I want to lose so much weight.
How long you guys been married?
We've been married for 2 years. We've been together since I was 16.
Oh,
So I'm
congratulations.
about to be 23.
Do you
It's
have any
gonna be
children? You don't have
7.
any
Thank
children
you.
yet, though, right?
Absolutely not. No, I
Okay.
don't know.
All right. Well, all right. No offense. But is he a bigger guy?
No, he's pretty well now. He's also gained weight. You get comfortable. But he's large. He's about 6 foot. He
Look, girl, I'm
is
4 inches taller. Let me tell you, I'm 4 inches taller than your husband. Cycling is one of the best activities for a group, for a husband and wife.
we do that actually often. We bike 13 miles. I'm still able to do physical
13,
activity.
get your weight up. I need you to be doing 30. I would do
30 miles?
Yes. Trust me.
I don't know if I
Trust
have the
me.
stamina for that.
No,
Like,
don't see.
tap out
I don't.
at
See, automatically, you're already saying it can't be done. That
Okay,
has
you're
to
right.
stop.
I have to change my mindset with that. I am sorry. I have to get used to that little by little and
People
go
I
through
work
the
with, I had women who were your size we would do century rides. It has less impact on your joints. It's better for you. It is damn near cycling, road cycling. 10 miles seemed like a hell of a lot when I first started. 10 miles is a warm up. Trust me, I'm 51 years old and I'm 198 pounds at 6'4". I just went and looked at another bike today. Cycling is one of the best things you can do. And you can do it together. All right, sis. Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Yeah, we got to stop the no. Let's see. Alexis, I'm going to put you back in here. And then this Sing lady. I didn't say Alexa. Shut up, Alexa. And then somebody sing. See, let me tell you, black folks, cycling is a godsend for us. Godsend. Go get you a bike off Craigslist. Go get you a road bike off Craigslist and get your sexy on. Cycling spin class. I swear by it. No impact on your knees, on your joints. It gets your legs together, gets your ass tight. It gets your core because you have to engage your core. It is great. It is great. Miss Singh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. You have to speak
Hi,
up.
Kevin. Yes.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
All right. So have, uh, I really agree with you with the fact that once a woman lose weight, they definitely have better quality men. I am 23 right now.
Now I have to ask you:
have lost.
Are you India? Are you from India?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? I'm going to do another show tomorrow night. I start my shows at 10 o'clock. I would prefer you to call back tomorrow night for cultural reasons. This is a very sensitive topic, and I don't want to do that. But I would love to answer your question, but I can do that tomorrow night if you can call back. Can you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much, Miss Singh. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I love it when people try to say, he don't like black women and did it. I know, I do. Try to respect folks too. I understand this is a sensitive subject. And look, understand something. I had guys coming into my spin class when I taught spin, and they were huge. Women that were big. Spin class, but see, it's hard to do spin in gyms now. Getting on a bike it's a great, another thing about cycling. It's a great activity for a loner, right? You don't need a bunch of people. All you need is your bike, your gear, your phone, and some headphones. You can burn all kinds of calories. Yeah, cycling. Trust me, cycling. Especially if you can find a lake or a path or something like that. I'm not big on cycling in the city. People are crazy. And that's another thing. Cycling is a high value activity. You want to meet a brother that's a Henry? Find a brother. You can't be broke and cycle. I'll put it that way, because it requires buying a bike, and getting some equipment, and going there. People have often asked, why don't you see more black professional cyclists? Because I don't want to say it's an expensive hobby. It's expensive sport. But go to Craigslist, buy a bike. Don't get a straight bar. That's a mountain bike. You want to get a curved handlebar, a road bike. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and finish this up. I got a few more calls. Alexis and Valentina, you both are trying to connect your audio. You both are trying to connect your audio. But yeah, that lady who called in earlier. See, I have a real problem when I have women calling in and they try to. Let me explain why I did what I did with her. I'm an image professional. That's supposed to mean something. That would mean if I'm a tax attorney, or if I'm an attorney, or if I'm a cardiologist or an oncologist. This woman just basically called in and said, well, you may be an attorney, but I watch Law and Order. So my opinion is on par with yours. Actually, it's above yours. You'll never get anywhere with people like that. That is why I go completely rude, because that is completely rude to me. It's like you came in here to basically say, forget what this dude is saying. I know better. No, you don't. Oh, Lord have mercy. We got them all back up in this mug. Hey, Alexa, I need you to unmute your... there you go. Hi. Unmute yourself. Ask to unmute. Your camera's on, but your microphone is off. In the corner. There you go. Hi, Alexis. How are you? You just muted yourself. How are you? You're unmuted, Alexis. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What do you have for me on the topic?
I don't have anything specifically.
But how old are you?
I'm 29.
And how much do you weigh?
I weigh 168 and I'm 5'8".
Okay.
And I'm not obese.
Okay.
At all.
How tall are you? 5 what?
I'm 5'8".
Okay, 5'8", 168. Go ahead. What do you have for me on the topic?
I just thought it was interesting, just the conversation between you and I guess she was the last caller. I don't know. I didn't really feel like she was overweight.
Which one? The 5'9" woman?
The 5'10", 165 pounds.
And what are you basing that on? What professional
young lady?
What professional assessment are you basing that on?
I'm 5'8", obviously. I've been 145 pounds.
Yeah.
And
what professional assessment are you basing that on, though?
BMI.
Okay. What is your BMI?
So my BMI, I'm probably about 10 pounds overweight.
What is your BMI score?
I want to say it's maybe 26, 27.
So it's 28.3. And what is obese? What does obesity start?
Obesity, I want to say for my weight, like 180.
Obesity starts for everybody at 30%. 30% BMI.
Right.
So if she is 180 BMI, 180, where is she?
She's overweight.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was 165, right?
No.
So.
No. That one. See, are you giving opinions based upon you as a woman or what men want? First off, are you married?
I'm not married. No.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
I have not.
Would you like to?
I've lived in 3 different cities. I've lived in Oklahoma.
Would you like to be married?
Indianapolis.
Okay, but would you like to be married?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, I say you have your opinion, but you know what I do?
Mm-hmm.
I work with men all the time, every day, for 10 years. and you're giving women advice saying that she's not whatever, but is that advice for a woman or is that advice for a man?
That, in my opinion, being here in Texas, I feel like that is the standard. Nobody wants a stick.
What part of Texas?
I'm in Dallas.
I lived there for 11 years. Ma'am, again, are you giving advice for what women just want to hear or for what men want?
Who's the guy? I mean, what men are we talking? I know high value, but are we talking about high value white men?
Seriously. See, this
or
is
black men? Because black men down here, I think they appreciate a little bit of
again,
curve.
I'm a black man who's lived most of his adult life in Dallas. Let's not do this. I'm trying to be nice, but let's not do. I'm okay. Don't go patronistic. Don't go patronizing on me either. It won't end well. I promise you that.
It's your show.
Yeah, thank you. It's my show. I know what I'm talking about, and I'm coming at it from what men want. You don't even have one.
Honey, I had one.
Honey, let me go ahead and help you do something else. You can see if you had one, you'd be with him.
Saying.
No. I don't need to go back and forth. Good. Guess what? You can have your opinion. And ladies, if you want to listen to what she has to say, if you want to have a BMI of 28, 30% and be unmarried like her, knock yourself out. You can ride the cock carrier.
All my fat friends are married. So.
But you're not. We're talking about you. Yeah, I don't have time for here. See, she's just talking. She can't even realize she's muted. She's just talking. See? I'm talking to y'all. She don't even, let me go ahead and help her out. Because she came on here because she wanted to be seen. Because she got some boobs on. She got some boobs. I want y'all to see this. Look at her. Look at her just talking. Mm-hmm. Just talking up a storm. She been muted for the last few minutes. Oh, you finally realize you muted? Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh. Yeah, trick it up. Start twerking. Start twerking. Start twerking. This is where the standard is falling for black women. This is where the standard has fallen. Woo! This is where the standard is falling. Honey, she can get a hug. I can get a man. Oh, yeah, honey. Yeah. And she looking at the comment section. Yeah, go ahead and roast her on up.
Finish her.
I mean, kind of got one of them, remember the Cosby kids? Remember Black Lightning? Oh, Brown Hornet. She got that Brown Hornet face. Remember Brown Hornet on the Proud Family? She got the Brown Hornet face. She got Yo, I'm sorry.
Get over
here. I didn't say she was fat. 168 pounds is not fit either. It's a 28% BMI. It is a 28% BMI. Lady, I'm not going to put you on my camera. I'm looking at you jiggle. Why is she sitting here screaming? She's sitting here screaming like she's on camera. And she's weaved up. Weavy Wonder. And she's mad. Y'all, let me go ahead and put her back on the camera. Let me go ahead and help her back out. She is good for, look at her. She going, I'm in shape. Go ahead. We need some entertainment. Uh-oh. Come on, show enough. Who's the meanest? Show enough. Who's the toughest? Show enough. Who's the baddest mofo low down all around this town? Show enough. When I say my name, I want you to say show enough. That's right, show enough. You tell him. You tell him, show enough. You tell him, show enough. Mm-hmm. You tell him, show enough. Come on, show enough, say something. If I could get off this mute, I would tell this mother sucker something. Come on, show enough. Say something. Rawr. Blah, 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 blah. If you want a burger, come on.
Bitch, if you want a burger,
Bitch, a burger.
eat a burger. Bitch, if you want a french fry,
Bitch, a french
get a french fry.
Come on, show enough. All right, hey, look, man. Do the spin again. Do the spin again so we can watch you and make sure you bounce so we can see the cellulite. Do that again. Do the spin again so we can get bounce to get the cellulite. Come on. Oh, look. Okay. Say, she gonna come on. Bounce to get the cellulite. Bounce and get the cellulite. Come on. Spin. 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 No, you can't talk. Spin. Y'all go ahead and drop some money in there for this entertainment. Go ahead and spin. Cause see, she's in Dallas and she know what the men in Dallas want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, her hair. Yeah, she got hair. She got on no makeup. Yeah, and she's got no man. And when they start snapping their hands, they are bringing the shit home. If I could just get a hold of this Negro. Yeah, she seems so happy. She seems so happy. So happy.
Danger zone.
She's so happy. So happy. So happy. What? You can't tell me nothing. Come on. You can't tell me nothing. Hadouken! You can't tell me nothing. Mm-hmm. That's right. I can't tell me nothing. What? You mad at me? You mad at me? That's not what's supposed to play. That's not what's supposed to play. You mad? She's mad. I'm sorry. That was fun.
Kevin, God damn it.
She mad. She's mad. Oh. Come on, show enough. Get back on there.
Kevin, God damn it.
Come on, show enough. Show us what's going on. She out here auditioning for y'all, man. She's out in, hey, Dallas, check it out. Right now, sponsored by Masculine Energy. You can, Masculine Energy. Masculine Energy. Wookie Weave. You can get it right now. It comes with a cheap purple shirt. Comes with discount Lululemons, because, you know, can't afford a lemon. Lululemon pants. Comes with a 1980s service merchandise gold chain with the nameplate. Comes with an attitude. She need to get up out of here. She's overmatched. Run, bitch! Run! She's overmatched. Somebody get her. Throw the towel. Throw the goddamn towel. She's so, yes. See, 168 pounds. I got something for you. Get out of here, man.
Danger zone.
Oh, Nicole Michelle said it best. That's what's running around in Dallas. Wookied up. Swole up. And she just got...
Finish her.
Yeah. Yep. She left. Poor baby. Aww. Shucks. Shucky ducky, quack, quack. Stragtastic. Stragnificent. Throw in the towel. Throw in the goddamn towel. I didn't feel like she was overweight. Of course not. I mean, look at me. I mean, if y'all could, I wish I'd have had her over there because she was jumping up and down because she looked like she'd had something, you know, maybe done up here. But she was jumping around. Her stomach was doing that. Blah, 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 blah. And her booty was kind of like, I wish I could have had it over there. You know, when you got like them yoga pants on, the yoga pants are supposed to be tight. When your ass can jiggle in yoga pants, when you ain't, when your flat ass can jiggle in yoga pants, that's a lot of cellulitis. Well, that was good. A push-up bra. Sexual chocolate. I know, right? Let's get these last two people on here. She mad. She mad. She was big mad. Does Kevin hate weave? I don't care. Enjoy it. Enjoy. If you like it, I love it. I don't deal with out-of-pocket women. You know, it's funny. How you come over here is how you get treated. How you act over here is how you get treated. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, first name. Oh, unsubscribed.
My
Oh,
name is-
no, hold on. Someone just unsubscribed. How will I ever know? Thank you. Go ahead. First name.
My name is Shalisa.
Lisa.
Yes.
What do you have on the topic, Lisa?
I don't want to be like all like emotional and stuff, but I definitely have
How old are you?
I'm 31.
31. You sound like you're like 13. I'm not kidding. You sound young. Are you overweight?
So much.
Are you overweight?
Oh, no, sir. That's why I was I've been trying to get in contact with you.
Okay, well,
Since
then send me. Here's what you do. If you got something you want to talk about, you can send me an email if it's about business. But if you want to call into the show, you got to call in. No, man. I got to get to the show. I just can't. I mean, everybody. I got a lot of people trying to get in contact with me. So do it the right way.
What is the email? Can you?
No, I can't just have you calling in doing it. The email's in the description. Please, folks, don't just call and try to do. That's just inappropriate. I don't let guys do it. I can't let you do it, ma'am. Contact me the right way, please. Somebody said unsubscribed. Hello.
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Hold on. I don't understand. Let me say something. I don't understand why people feel like I'm going to unsubscribe from you. Okay. You'll still watch. Go ahead, Lisa. Lisa K Lifestyle. Go ahead. You need to unmute yourself. I had to mute you real quick. Yazzie ain't calling in. Yazzie Yazzy's not. Go ahead. Yazzie ain't called in. She's just a troll. What's going on, Lisa K Lifestyle? What did I get wrong about this obesity?
You didn't get anything wrong. You're actually right about as far as Black women staying in shape. And I just was thinking to just give some tips as far as the portion control. It's a lot of calculators out there that you can plug in your height, and up to 5'8", it'll still tell you no more than 1,300 calories. I do keto, which really helped me out to kind of transition into vegan. And as far as like actually working out, doing weights, get an Apple Watch, get a food scale, because I feel like being in the Black community, we just are so used to seeing like all of these portions and mac and cheese and sweet potatoes, and you think it's normal, but when you go out with your different ethnicity friends, you notice that it's just a salad, maybe some cheese, and
trips you out, right?
Trips you out. It trips you out. So I definitely think just making it more normal and actually tracking your food, and you can have a cheat day or fall off, but it's very important to get back. It's so many things you can do just to stay in shape, and not even so much for somebody else, but just for yourself, because
Mhm.
a lot of these diseases that are put on us is because of the weight, is because of the dairy, is because of the mucus that comes from all of those processed foods.
You better come
So
on
more
and
than
tell them
any-
something.
No, seriously.
You better tell
and
them
it's very-
something.
It's hard. It's hard at first because I think what it is, Kevin, is you do get judged. Your friends judge you, your family judge you. Even when
Mhm.
you go to a different restaurant and you ask them, "Hey, do you have a salad?" It's like,
Mhm.
I'm in Houston. They have this
Oh yeah, I
turkey
know
leg
how it's
place.
like down there. The first time I got
And
order a papado platter or something, and I'm like,
oh my
I eat
gosh,
it. That's the deluxe platter. I've seen people eat that. I was like, I eat on this for 5 days, and then people eat it
it's
in one sitting,
crazy.
and they wonder why they
The
dying.
portions, the portions out here are. I'm from Philly, so when I moved down here, it was like crazy. And if you get sucked into it, you'll really start to see that weight gain. And I definitely, I've been following you for a while, and everything you're saying is true. It's not even in the whole thick thing. That was another thing
Mhm.
because I feel like you get caught up, even if you're not necessarily, your stomach isn't really fat, but it's just you're big. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So even if you have like a big butt or you have a big chest, it's
Mhm.
still big. So if it was smaller,
Right.
it might it looks better.
Right.
It looks better. So
Well, I appreciate you calling in, co-signing. I see your channel here, Lisa K Lifestyle. All right, guys. What is a caloric deficit? That was 3 weeks ago. How to deal with toxic energy, health and fitness must have 3 things you gotta. Okay, are you thick or fat? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and
Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing
we're gonna go ahead and get.
wonderful and are
I'm gonna
staying
go ahead and
safe.
get y'all going
I just
over
wanna
to
thank you all for
Lisa's
supporting
channel
me.
and give us some love. Go on over to her channel. Lisa, what is this? Lisa K Lightstyle. Go on over to Lisa K Lightstyle's channel and check out her videos. Thanks for calling in, sis. I appreciate it.
no problem. Have a good night.
All right.
Bye.
Look, man, I have to inject a little humor, a little levity. It is a show. We've been going on for a while. But guys, ladies, I'm not saying this to hurt anybody. But when I know people are calling in to put bad information out into the atmosphere, I would be negligent as a professional to allow that. That's why I talk over them, cut it out, make light of it, because that stuff has a life of its own. There are people who will hear that and put it on the same caliber as or same level as me because she's here. And I don't want someone taking that and using it and making bad decisions for themselves. I don't care if you don't want to be married or have a husband, or if you're a raging feminist and you hate men, be in better shape for you. That was my advice to the young lady. Do this for you. Everything else is just an after effect. So disagree with the message, disagree with my delivery, but you cannot disagree with the underlying sentiment and the reason I'm doing this. That's just it. All right, I got to go ahead and shut this down. We've been going for too long. Thank you guys for calling in tonight. Thank you guys for joining the show. This was dope. I'm going to have a show for everybody I've talked over, cut off. Yes, I'm going to have a show maybe on Wednesday night where I accept all the smoke. Where you can call in and you can actually say what you need to say. Now, the same rules are going to apply. You have to be, I'll let you speak uninterrupted as long as you allow me to speak uninterrupted. I still got a show to run. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having some people from the colorism. We're going to talk about colorism because that's a big thing. Because there are people on the colorism show that said, I agree with some of the things you're saying, but colorism does exist. And here's my thing. Yes, it does. Colorism exists. Racism exists. Sexism exists. All these isms exist. I personally think you come at it from a standpoint of power. I don't want to say the word, you make yourself powerful enough to where they can't hurt you. Say something about a certain group of people in this country, and you'll get Nick Cannon. Say something at noon, you'll be deplatformed by midnight. That's power. Say something about the alphabet community. At noon, you'll be gone by midnight. That's how you deal with that from a place of power. You don't go tell people, don't say that, don't do this. You get some power. If you really believe the color of your skin, then that means, but here's the problem with that argument. If it's not universal or even close to being universal, I've heard some people say, you shouldn't be talking, let's talk about this. You shouldn't be talking about this unless you are dark skinned and a woman. Let's go ahead and put that to bed. We're intelligent people, and that is patently ridiculous. If the only people that could talk about something were the people that were there, then no one could talk about anything. Men could say nothing about women, and women could say nothing about men. You know who makes arguments like that? People who have weak arguments. That is a weak argument way of shutting down conversation. I heard what he's saying, but he's not a dark skin or a woman. So being an image professional and having an encyclopedic knowledge of the science and all this stuff behind image makes your opinion because you're a dark woman. You know what I've noticed about the people who have these harsh views? They tend to have antisocial leanings. They tend to be problematic individuals to deal with. We get nowhere by sitting back saying, yeah, it exists. So what? It exists. That's what it's going to exist in our lifetime. It's like I tell black men, you're going to have to work 3 times as much to get half the credit. It's going to exist. What are you going to do about it? Get to work. I'm not big on sitting back saying why something is, because just like that woman that kept calling in saying this, that, you had other women calling in saying, I don't have a problem. Yeah, it exists, but use it to your advantage. Again, it's not a problem for singularly competitive women. So at the end of the day, weight for women is one of the few things you can definitely do something about. You know, you can do something about it. Start doing something about it now. Don't let it get out of control. Live a happier, healthier life for yourself. You'll be happy you did. Until the next time, peace. We are gone. Bye to the subscriber who unsubscribed. I'm gonna go back and block you too.
It's not hard to fool me. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Either way.
Thank you to Show Nuff for calling in all the way down from Dallas. Show Nuff. Appreciate it, partner. Make sure you holler at Bruce Leroy. Tell him I said what's up. I ain't seen Bruce Leroy in a minute. Tell him he still got my box of my mixtapes from 1987. I need them mixtapes back. Tell that dude showing up, I need my Converse back. Your big head, clean iron head butt got my Converse for the last 40 years. Get my Converse back, showing up. You don't need, your phantom husband or whatever. He'll buy you something.
Nothing can stop me.
Join me on Patreon for videos you will only see there. We missed the date, so tomorrow's stream will be 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Usually on Mondays though. Join me on Instagram for videos you will only see in the frat room. When they're there, they're there. When they're gone, they're gone. Check it out. Send your show ideas to info@bykevinsamuels.com. Only business. If you want to book your one-on-one session, go to bykevinsamuels.com. Go to either products or go to scheduling. Pick your service. Do not send me a long email with a long sob story. I won't read it and I will block it. Respect my inbox. Yeah, a little petty's good sometimes.